Yeah, so in Edinburgh today. So that's me in the morning. Just did my stretching and meditation. Edinburgh background. What I want to talk about is a concept which sounds very appealing, and many probably say like it's not possible. It is about earning more by working less. Earning more by working less. That's not possible, right? Like, how is it possible? You may think like, oh yeah, that's what everyone tells you and it's scam and so on. Let me give you an example. So when you work in these like, say, less well-paid jobs, like 10, 15 pounds per hour, and then you work and you put in more effort and maybe make even a bit longer, especially if you are paid on an hourly rate. But then it comes to like, you come home in the evening and you feel like, oh dang, I really deserve some reward now. Then you spend some money to recover and you also waste time to recover. I don't say like recovery is a waste, recovery is absolutely important. But you feel so wasted after the work you're doing that you're like, oh yeah, today I'm not bothered cooking, I just get maybe a delivery meal, or then you say, I really deserve now shopping some clothes online. Whatever it is for you, like everyone has different things where they feel like, oh, I need to treat myself. So you spend a lot money to recover because you feel like I need to reward myself for the work I did. And also time. For me, it's often YouTube for me. When I had a long day of work and then I feel like I deserve this YouTube video right now, and then I may deserve another. And the concept, which is also very interesting, it's called revenge bedtime procrastination. So I procrastinate my bedtime, although I seek sleep and I really need sleep, just because I feel I want to reward myself and I need to chill a bit. And then next morning, I always regret in the morning. But yeah, after all that work, I felt like I need to chill. And it's a bit of a stupid pattern. And maybe you know from yourself. So how does it relate to working less? So if I would work less, I would waste less money and less time to recover. And in the end, I have more money left. Say you earn, say 1.5K per month. But then you also always waste like 200-300 just to recover, like for your deliveries and for, don't know, going to cinema and whatever you need. Say you reduce hours if that's possible, then you maybe earn 1,000. You then reduce your lifestyle a bit. Obviously, you go a bit more for cheaper stuff and so on, and then maybe 50 for recovery. So in the end, like in both cases, you have like extra or surplus money almost the same, but in the second case, you just work less. Now the clue comes: when you work less, you have also more time, not only to recover. You don't even in the first place don't have that much of a need and desire to recover anymore because you don't feel so wasted after work anymore. So you can do things that give you energy, like going outside. For some people, it's like going for a hike when I see the mountain here in the background. It's really so satisfying, especially in summer when you have the opportunity to go a bit in nature after work. Castle behind, seaside here. Just so cool. Just things that give you energy. So instead of like feeling wasted, you actually have then the time and capacity to gain more energy. And with that surplus energy you have, then you can put in extra work into your development and maybe having your own business, maybe starting YouTube, maybe starting an online course, maybe you start doing handicraft, so you can maybe sell some handicrafts online. You can do whatever you like basically, but you have that extra time and energy. Over time, then maybe the thing you build up on the side will give you more money than the job you anyway maybe don't like so much. But the key here really is work less, which then leads to having less desire to waste money and time to recover. And then you have more energy and time for the things that actually matter. And then this will help you then to earn more in the longer term by actually having more of your life energy, which you can put in actual work, because you don't feel so wasted from your job that pays your bills. I know many have that, like, oh, I want to do something on the side, maybe I do it in the evening, but then you just feel wasted. So you reduce that time and, in my opinion, also reduced life quality when you just feel wasted. If I think back like 6-7 years ago, probably I worked helped students who struggled a bit in school and gave them like some extra support, some coaching support, and helped them to just do better in school. And I did that for like 2-3 days a week, and it barely paid my bills, but it was actually one of the times I felt most happy in my life. It was also during summer. I had a lot of time to go to public swimming pools, lie in the sun, like all things that I really appreciate. And this gave me so much energy that I was starting then to hang out at my first entrepreneurship meetings. I connected with people like on founder, co-founder, match-up meetings. And this actually then put me in a position where I worked for 2 years then as a business development manager in a IT and artificial intelligence startup. I always did that on the side, but it just came from that like surplus energy I had by working less in that job where I supported young students and children and giving them the extra support they needed. And in the surplus time, I just did things that energized me. And by giving myself that capacity, I was like, oh, bro, actually what interests you? And it was always a bit entrepreneurship. So I went into meetings, I networked, I connected with like-minded people. I then got opportunities offered. And because I had that spare time and energy, I just took them on. And then in the end, by that, doing that like business development manager role later, I earned a good extra amount of money in addition to what I anyway worked. And in total, I still worked less and I felt really good and I had a lot more energy. I hope it makes sense for you. And I know it's difficult, especially when you have like, oh, in my job, I need to do my 40, 50 hours. That's your normal, but have you ever had a conversation with your manager? Have you ever said, is it okay maybe to have a 4-day week? I know it's in some countries even becoming a thing to have a 4-day week. Really have that conversation, because you just delay, maybe I can relax on the weekend, then you feel wasted on the weekends. Maybe then you need a spa weekend or something because you need to recover, and then all the money you worked for and you want to save, then you waste for your spa weekend and so on. Nothing against spa, it's cool, but really think about the extra time and effort you put in work, and then in the end, the extra money you earn, you waste again because you need that money to recover. So does it really make sense to work that much, especially in a low-paid job, if you then need the same money you earn by putting in more time to recover? Give yourself some thought. I can really personally say there have been times I really didn't work so much in the fixed job, which I always have to pay my bills in addition to the entrepreneurship activities. And it just came more present to my mind again recently when I felt there are some things I want to get in the future, but I found by just working more in my normal job, I will never get them. The only thing I will get is being more tired, and that's certainly not what helps me. For that, I will enjoy the rest of Edinburgh and give yourself some thought.